What's up, everybody? Welcome into a fresh, quick and easy Keepin It Breezy episode featuring the West Regional Sweet 16 matchup between the Purdue Boilermakers and the Texas Longhorns. Crack a cold one open, let's break this game down. This Purdue-Texas game was one of the best games of the tournament this season. Anytime you have a game come down to the final shot, you got your money's worth. We had 16 lead changes in this game and 10 ties. It was super physical. Bodies were banging in the paint. We had 3 flagrant fouls in this game, 2 on Texas. Here's one from big Matas Vokatitis. Look at him swing this freaking elbow here. Let's pick this game up with just over a minute to go. Purdue's winning 73-70. Texas goes down. Dalen Swain, he goes one-on-one. Misses a tough turnaround, but Fletcher Lawyer, he leaves his man. No box out. Kendall Weaver comes in from the blind side, tips this baby in to make it 73-72. Purdue comes back our way. Braden Smith, the leader point guard. He gets the switch he wants. He goes one-on-one to the cup, finishes. Always slippery to make this baby 75-72 Purdue with 38 seconds remaining. Free throws are then exchanged from both teams to make it 77-74 Purdue. Texas goes down. Vokatitis gives Swain a soft screen. Swain drives to the bucket and one on Oscar Clough on one of the worst calls I saw this weekend. One of the softest and ones you're going to see out there. Clough, he fouls out on the play. Swain converts the free throw to tie this baby at 77 with just under 12 seconds left. Purdue comes back down the other way. We all know whose hands the ball was going to be in. The senior leader, Braden Smith. He goes one-on-one again, gets to the right side of the cup, pull up, it barely misses. A good thing about a soft miss is that it can lead to an easy tip. Trey Kaufman-Wren buries Dalen Swain under the basket for a nice easy tip with under a second to go. You want to call it a push? Go ahead. Go back and look at the tape. You decide for yourself. That kind of contact happens on 85% of box outs, so I'm good with the no call there. Purdue goes on to defeat Texas 79-77 and advance to the Elite Eight. Let's close the book on the Texas Longhorns here because they had a good season, a good end of the season. They had a solid core 4 this year. Start with Tremont Mark. You know, this guy's been around 6 years. He was at Houston, Arkansas, now Texas. He had 29 points in this game, fellas, on 11 for 15 shooting, 5 of 7 from deep. He's a 3-level scorer, can get to his spots, nice handle. Tremont Mark had a hell of a game with 29 points. Behind him, we had Dalen Swain. He was actually the leading scorer, rebounder, and assister for Texas this year, the transfer from Xavier. In this game against Purdue, he had 15 points, 9 boards, and 5 assists. 4 of those boards on the offensive glass. Dalen Swain, good two-way player, inside-outside. I like him. The point guard, Jordan Pope, reportedly played with a broken foot in this game against Purdue. He was hot from deep. He had 12 points on 4 and 9 from 3. And then, of course, the big man, Matas Vokatitis. Good footwork, good body. He only had 9 points and 2 rebounds in this game. On the season, Vokatitis averaged 15.5 points and 7 boards. Purdue's bigs, Oscar Clough, Trey Kaufman-Wren, maybe even Daniel Jacobson, they really got Vokatitis off his game, had him thinking too much. He wasn't in a rhythm at all. But congrats to Sean Miller in Texas on becoming the 6th team ever to go from the first 4 to the Sweet 16. They were just 1 possession short of beating a good Purdue team. Let's look at the Boilers now, boys. All 5 starters scored in double figures, led by Trey Kaufman-Wren. He had 20 points on 8 of 10 shooting to go along with 8 boards and 4 on the offensive glass. None bigger than that tip with under a second to go. Fletcher Lawyer, he was hot. He had 18 points on 4 of 8 from deep, 3 boards, 3 assists. He was the only Boiler to convert on a 3-point field goal this game. And, of course, the senior leader at point guard, Braden Smith, he had 16 points to go along with 5 dimes. Fellas, it hasn't been talked about enough, maybe swept under the rug a little bit, but Braden Smith became the all-time assist leader in Division I men's college basketball this tournament. My goodness, passing Bobby Hurley, the most assists by anybody who ever played Division I men's college basketball. Shout out to Braden Smith. To wrap up this Keepin' It Breezy, let's give some more flowers to the Boilermakers Purdue. They would go on to win this thriller against Texas 79-77 and advance to their 7th Elite Eight appearance in program history, their 2nd in the last 3 years. They would move on to Saturday to face big bad Arizona in the Elite Eight. And damn it, Purdue would have a 7-point lead at the halftime break in this one, but Arizona flipped the script in the second half, beating Purdue 79-64. Amazing careers for this senior trio of Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, and Trey Kaufman-Renn. Let's not forget, they were freshmen on the Purdue team that was a 1 seed and lost to the 16 seed Fairleigh Dickinson Knights. They all come back along with Zach Edey, of course, the player of the year. They make it all the way to the championship game the next season. Great redemption story there. These 3 guys, the 4 years they were in West Lafayette, their seeds in the NCAA tournament, they were a 1, a 4, and then a 2 this year. They made a Sweet 16, an Elite 8, and of course that national championship game that I brought up. And here's a good nugget that you have to respect in this day of college basketball. These guys are 3 of just 22 seniors at a Power 5 school who have played all 4 years at that same program. Damn it, you have to respect these guys. They accumulated a 4-year record of 117 wins and 32 losses. Those 117 wins make them the all-time winningest players in Purdue men's basketball history. The Purdue Boilermakers remain the school with the most NCAA tournament wins without a national championship. I'm going to be curious to see how Matt Painter can reload after losing all these seniors. My prediction, I think it's going to be a while until we see the Boilermakers in the second week of the tournament again. I appreciate everybody for coming out, watching this fresh, quick and easy, keeping it breezy. And you know what? Boiler up.